First, we invoke the supramental line. Om Tatsavidulbharam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahim Yannaha Satyena Dhimahi. Om Tatsavidulbharam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahim Yannaha Satyena Dhimahi. Om Tatsavidulbharam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahim Yannaha Satyena Dhimahi. Synthesis of Yoga. Today, 2nd of December 2025. Introduction, the condition of synthesis, Chapter 1, Life and Yoga. Sentences 19. All Raja Yoga, for instance, depend on this perception and experience that our inner elements, combinations, functions, forces can be separated or dissolved, can be new combined and set to novel and formerly impossible working, or can be transformed and resolved into a new general synthesis by fixed internal processes. Sentences 20. Hatha Yoga similarly depends on this perception and experience that the vital forces and function to which our life is normally subjected and whose ordinary operations seem set and indispensable can be mastered, and the operations change or suspended with results that would otherwise be impossible and that seem miraculous to those who have not seized the rationale of their processes. Sentences 21. And if in some other of its form, this character of yoga is less apparent because they are more intuitive and less mechanical, nearer like the yoga of devotion to a supernal ecstasy, or like the yoga of knowledge to a supernal infinity of consciousness and being, yet they too start from the use of some principal faculty in us by ways and or ends not contemplated in its everyday spontaneous workings. Now, let's try to understand what Sri Aurobindo says here. Sri Aurobindo says that the foundation of Raja Yoga, so the yoga for a mastery of mind, rests on the deep realization inside us, our thoughts, emotions, impulse, habits, and inner energies are not fixed. Even though we think they are unchangeable, they can be separated we can detach from thoughts and emotion instead of being controlled by them. And also it can be dissolved. Habitual patterns can be broken and changed and recombined in new ways. The new mental ideas, emotional structure can be created by us and transformed. So all pattern can evolve into the higher capacities and synthetically reorganize. The whole inner being can be rebuilt in a higher form. And this is done by the systematic inner practices. So what Sri Aurobindo is saying, the Raja Yoga, the mastery of mind, we can separate our thoughts, we can dissolve our habits and patterns, and we can reorganize, recombine our mental structures, and we can transform into higher things, and it can be synthetically reorganized also. So the Raja Yoga, this being Raja Yoga is like an inner science, just as chemists separate the elements and recombine them into a new substance. The same way yogis separate and recombine their parts of mind, emotions, and consciousness to create a new inner personality. So yoga is not guesswork, it's a deliberated internal kind of internal engineering. Right? So that's Aurobindo say about the graduate. Then now he comes to the Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga also stand on the same similar truth. Here focus is the physical body and the vital energies, prana and the brain and the nervous system, the muscle system, the body, which appear rigid and unavoidable, it can be controlled, changed, modified, even temporarily stop or suspend through the Hatha Yoga practices. So this produce extraordinary results, right? They're slowing the heartbeat, controlling the breath, increasing the vitality, healing powers, right? Even some of the miraculous aspects. He say that miraculous to ordinary people, but these are not the miracle, they are scientific results of mastering the body's vital energy and the vital energy process. So Hatha Yoga shows that the body is not a slave to the autonomic process. Breathe, pulse, digestion, energy, all can be consciously regulated. What seems impossible is actually a natural once we understand the law behind it, just like electricity electricity seems magical, but who know the principles of the electricity know how to use it and how to organize it. The same way the yogic mastery seems miraculous until we understand the inner science and the inner laws of the processes. So the third sentences he say some of the yoga like Bhakti Yoga, yoga of devotion, he say as a Bhakti Yoga as a yoga of devotion, and Jnana Yoga, he says as a yoga of knowledge, do not look like a mechanical or inner process. They appear more emotional, right? Or more intellectual infinity of knowledge, yet they also rely on the same principles. The natural faculty in us emotion. So that's used for the bhakti. Through the bhakti, we mold the emotions. Or the intellect, the jnana. So the intellect also can be molded like the earlier, as earlier said, it also can be molded. It used in a special, intensified way beyond its ordinary daily function. So we use these faculties to reach the spiritual heights, not merely to handle the ordinary life. So even devotion and wisdom are using scientifically in yoga. Normally love is scattered and mixed with desire and the lower emotion. But in bhakti, we are purifying and directly connecting to the divine. The same way the intellect is used for a daily decision, skeptical thinking, and questioning and all. But in jnana yoga, it becomes a tool to perceive the infinite wisdom. So the yoga always takes something ordinary in use and use it in an extraordinary way. So that's the key idea he's trying to ask in these paragraphs. That means yoga take the ordinary things in the human life and make it an extraordinary way to uplift our evolution. Okay, so these are today's readings, commentary or the explanation. So now we will move into the Tamil. So now let's invoke the supramental light and we pray and submit to the Aurobindo and Mother to get the benefit of this today's studies. Om Tat Saviturvaram Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahim Yannaha Satyena Deepaye Om Tat Saviturvaram Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahim Yannaha Satyena Deepaye அருளோடு செல்வம் ஞானம் ஆற்றலும் அன்பும் பண்பும் பொருள் நலம் பொறுமை ஈகை பொருந்திடச் செய்வாயம்மாம் ஆயுளாரோக்கியம் வீரம் அசைந்திடா பக்தி என்பும் தேயுரா செல்வம் கீர்த்தியும் தேவியே அருளாயம்மாம் ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. தென்னாடேசுவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. இன்பமே சூழ்கன், எல்லோரும் வாழ்க. அனைவருக்கும் அன்னையிலும் ஒரு நல்ல வாசம்.